We are a nation with no geographic boundaries, bound together through our beliefs. We are like-minded individuals, sharing a common vision, pushing toward a world rid of color lines.
What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and today we're checking out Janet Jackson, Rhythm Nation, for the first time. Now, I think this is early Janet. I'm not 100% sure. I remember when I was in my teenage years, she's first and foremost, I could be tripping, but she had like some resurgence or reemergence with Michael Jackson. I remember it was like this space video. I think it was like Scream or something. I just remember, and that was super lit. But, oh man, I'm trying to remember. I rocked with Janet Jackson. Now, I never bought an album, but I remember That's the Way Love Goes. I'm pretty sure that was Janet Jackson. Then she had a video. She's looking kind of good, but she was like crawling on the floor, like singing. I don't remember the song, man, but I remember Janet, man. She has some bang bangs, man. Then they did her dirty at the Super Bowl, bro. Justin Timberlake, I feel like he did her kind of dirty, cuz like, just felt like, I don't know, man. It is what it is. Not saying like he purposely or whatever, but just saying, man. I felt like all shots were fired at her. And anyways, that's what it is. But I haven't heard Rhythm Nation yet, I don't think. But what's crazy is I've never seen this video for sure. I'm pretty sure I haven't heard this song. The beginning, she did like it was like the Pledge of Allegiance. I caught that. It's kind of like the Pledge of Allegiance, but it was like to, like, oh, we all come together, like, type of thing, which is cool. But I just thought that was interesting because she did it like the Pledge of Allegiance, if I'm not incorrect. Lord have mercy. It's an early morning for your boy, and I don't drink coffee. If you guys are here for it, like, share, comment, subscribe, and welcome back to the channel, players and playettes.
They tease him a lot, black peas on the spot. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back,
Welcome back.
welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. 40.
All right, the logo is down and the video is up. Don't forget to support the original content on the channel. If you want to check out my other channel, Pegasus vs. the World, over there, I do commentary. However, all the music and the music reactions happen right here on this channel. If you wanted access to the reactions early, there is a link in the description to our membership. Gives you early access, big catalog of reactions that haven't been released to the public yet. And I update it every single day. However, there's no obligation. And for people worried, like, don't ever trip. I don't want people to feel left out. And eventually everything in the membership gets released publicly. But I only release 2 or 3 videos a day. So it just takes time. You know what I mean? Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for your support. Huge shout out to all the members. Let's get it going. This is on Janet Jackson's official YouTube channel. Please go over there and watch this without me. Just meaning what I do isn't a substitute for the original. Always want to pay homage to the original content creator. And let's get it popping. Janet Jackson, man.
We are a nation with no geographic boundaries, bound together through our beliefs. We are like-minded individuals, sharing a common vision, pushing toward a world rid of color lines.
That's so wild. Like, I'm watching this in the year 2025 for all the aliens that are studying the human species. And 2025 is a little polarizing, I must say. It's a little polarizing and divisive. And, hearing this kind of like verbiage, I wouldn't switch the Pledge of Allegiance or the national anthem. But like, this is good stuff. Like, this is good stuff. I feel like we need this today. Anyways.
Five, four,
3, 2, 1.
Okay. Yeah, got it. It's kind of a throwback type of beat. Like New Edition type style, like that era. Yeah.
When music by your side to break the color lines, let's work together to improve our way of life. Join
Yo, that's crazy. So that's the homie from Menace to Society when he's like super young. That whole part, this "we are a part of a rhythm nation." I've had to hear that before because it just feels so familiar. I like it. The production, like in the '90s, I liked this type of production, but right now, you know, it's a little dated, but it's fun. The crazy thing is the messaging, because you know we're in this weird place where America is a melting pot, right? And we're all our cultures. And I always say this, and people don't understand where I'm coming from because there's like these lines that have been kind of written in the sand. And this goes all over the gamut with different cultures. So I grew up in a military household. My dad was in the Air Force for 21 years. And being in the military, I just was used to everyone looking different. There's Asian people, there's white people, there's black people, there's Latin people. You're just like, oh yeah, we just, you know. And I didn't realize, because we settled in a military town. And so until I became a rapper and started touring the country and then becoming a world traveler, I didn't realize, like, you know, like when I go to New York, I always give the example. There's like Spanish Harlem. There's like, you know, Chinatown. There's Koreatown. It's Black Harlem, right? And there's Spanish Harlem, you know? And so it's like weird because we all live together, but we still kind of separate ourselves. And I didn't grow up like that, right? I'm also mixed, so I just never saw the world through that lens. So I love the messaging here, right? However, taking time to understand cultures and try to make things work has been a little more complex than I would like to admit. And now that I've been in the real world, went to places like China, I'm going to go to Japan, been to Latin America, you just start to see different things. You're like, oh, okay. You start putting it together. But I love the concept here. And I always felt like this is what the American flag was supposed to be about, right? All of us coming together, living together, you know, equality, justice, you know, for everybody. You know, everyone gets a fair share at this opportunity. So, yeah. Anyways, I love the messaging at that capacity. And I always say that on this channel, that this is what this channel is about. Like, I strayed away from talking, you know, politics and even trending topics because a lot of stuff is very divisive. Like, let's just use the music to bring people together here. I go a little crazy on my other channels, just talk openly, but here we gonna vibe. So I like this. This is perfect. This is perfect. What better way to say it than, you know, the Rhythm Nation? We coming together with some music. That's dope. Oh, I forgot to say they got like a militant Public Enemy theme going on visually and cinematically, except they're like dancing, but it's like we got like kind of like almost like X-Clan or Public Enemy vibes going on. Early 90s. Why'd that look like Chris Brown, though? Yo, my man is really holding a splits mid-music video. That's crazy, bro. You ain't Van Damme, cuz. Yo, that's wild. Rhythm Nation. So this was cool. I love the dancing. I love the messaging. I love the way it was presented. But I like girly girl Janet Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, she snapped. Oh, this was 89. So it released in 1989. So the very beginning of the 90s. Which makes sense because I just felt like, and y'all hit me and let me know what's up, man. Because, you know, I was going to high school in like 94-ish. Yep, there it is, Scream. I remember this dropping when I was in like high school. But I felt like the 90s were started. I felt like we were there as a country. I know we still had like the Rodney King stuff. We had drama, but we were there. I just felt like America was there. We were knocking at the door. You know, the 90s kind of skated through like, yeah, we figured it out. We got this. Then early 2000s came. We were still cool. And then, boom, there was like this huge dramatic shift in the culture. I just felt like it got the racial divide just got, and it doesn't even make sense because all that the country went through. Anyways, this ain't a political channel. This brings me back to when I was, you know, growing up, and I just never saw, I don't know, I just didn't see like crazy stuff, and I was around all types of people, you know? Anyway, well, I'm still a part of the Rhythm Nation, apparently. I definitely haven't seen that video before. At some capacity, the one part that made total sense to me, or that I felt familiar, was "We are a part of a Rhythm Nation." So I don't know if it was how it was delivered or if I've heard it before, but that sounded familiar. Have not heard the lyrics, or at least paid attention to the lyrics. They were dope. You know, just talking about people coming together, living together peacefully, and just, you know, doing what it do. Really, is like the whole concept of America. So I ain't mad at it. That was Janet Jackson, Rhythm Nation. But I did like the let me see real quick. Let me see if I can find it. That's the Way Love Goes was really good. Or was it this one? I don't know if it's this one. Someone to Call My Lover.
Thank you for being some man.
See you later.
40 years down the road, back again. FUQ.